Hello, we're live. Wait a minute, just hang on. Okay, we're live, and I'm live from Wiltshire in England. You're watching Stephen Healy, and this is Stephen's Broadcasting Toolkit. Welcome to the show. And Martha, hello, and say hi to Martha, and thank you for joining. Okay, now I have one thing to do before we get underway. Usually it takes a minute to get ready. And Dak, hello. I'm just waiting for a flare to come through. And when that comes through, okay, we've got a flare and I'm going to use it. Now this is one of the things. If you go live, because this show is full of hints, tips and tricks. That's what it's all about. We're talking about live broadcasting. We're talking about improving. We should always be continual and never ending improvement. Can I? Which is an Anthony Robbins thing, Tony Robbins. And you should always be trying to improve. And in terms of live broadcasting, there's always something you can do. I'm trying today to broadcast without lights. So if you can't see me because it's too dark, just say, because the day, obviously outside at the moment in the UK, it's daylight. But as this proceeds, it's going to get quieter. Now the flare's gone out and we're on a countdown. We've got 29 minutes to the flare, which means you've got 29 minutes of me. And I won't say that to sharp. And, well, let's just put the glasses on and enjoy being here. Say, Aaron. Hello, welcome back. Sharp shot, hello. R&B and user 918 Molly, hello. You're watching Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire, England. We're getting closer to the weekend. I normally broadcast Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but this week has been a different week because at the moment Christmas markets are on, and there used to be these German style Christmas markets. There is a German, thank you for a shared invite. Brilliant. That's good to know. There used to be German Christmas markets. Now they're German styled Christmas markets because it is in the style of a German Christmas market, but nobody speaks German. Apart from Yo-Yo, Big Money, welcome Sean, and Jim Baloo, and say hi to Aaron and to David, and welcome back guys, JS98. And I'm not accepting guests, so Rowan, thank you, and I will do at a later stage, but today I'm just happy it being me. And the thing is that if you comment and say you'd like to join me, then okay, you get some interesting comments. I want to say thank you. Rowan, thank you for the request. Just a minute. Okay. Muay Thai for life. Okay, I'm going to follow you and then we'll contact each other afterwards and we'll see. Okay, one step at a time. One step at a time. It's alien to me because I normally broadcast alone, and it's alien to me to have somebody else on the broadcast without getting to know them first. Okay, because see, if it's a pre-recorded video, you can edit it. With a live video, it's live, and if I don't know you and you say something I'm not expecting, then it can turn into quite an experience. So that's my explanation, and hopefully you respect that, and we may well get together. But let's, for now, you stuck with me, and season short clips, welcome. Okay, so we went to the Christmas market in Bath on Monday, which has pushed my broadcast back because normally I broadcast Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This week, good question from Sean. It's about my broadcasting toolkit. I'm glad you asked. Just a minute. Just let me check these. I don't actually have it to hand. Okay. We're talking about Stephen's. Just a minute. I can go here. We're talking about Toolkit. And all right, okay, now I've got the gist of it. I see. We're talking about a broadcasting toolkit, which I'm building at the moment, which is to help all live broadcasters. I'm fortunate. I've been doing live broadcasting for the last 10 years. I enjoy it. I've met hundreds of people around the world. I'm meeting more people on TikTok. I will say good afternoon to Incognito. And Sean, I hope I'm not glitching. If somebody else will confirm I'm glitching, then I'll take it on board. But I should not. I've got fast fiber internet, and whilst the lighting may be shaky, Jennifer, hello. Whilst the lighting may be shaky, the broadcast quality itself should be good. I mean, the thing is that I'm broadcasting for TikTok from TikTok Live Studio, and TikTok Live Studio is just the best. I mean, it's similar to Be Live, to Restream, to OneStream, to Wave, all the systems that you can name. This is quality. TikTok have invested a fair amount of time in creating the perfect live broadcasting studio, and TikTok Live Studio is it. And I can show images, I can show text, I can play videos, all from my desktop. And I know that the broadcast is going okay because, right, because, okay, I know it's going okay because the thing is that this broadcast is monitored, not just by you, but it's actually monitored by TikTok themselves. And TikTok makes sure I've got a good internet signal, that my camera is functioning well, and my sound is good. So TikTok are looking at that every single second I'm broadcasting. And if I get a glitch, they will tell me. Right, okay, I can see that this, just a minute. Just let me do this. I realized from this that I actually need, okay, and just a second. Okay, I think we're safe now. I didn't realize that I could do that, but it is good that we can. The thing is that when you're broadcasting live and somebody joins your broadcast and they're not playing fair. I mean, I love cricket, and cricket, the cricket thing is play the ball, not the man. So you play fair. Yeah, you don't try to hijack a broadcast. You don't try to disrupt a broadcast. You just accept it as it is. If you don't like what you're seeing, move on. Okay, if you do enjoy what you're seeing, then send a like or type me a message. So, where were we? The thing though is that it actually does, Julie, hello, it does disrupt things when you get messages that you don't expect. And that's what happened just then. So what I can do, if I go like this, just give me a second. If I go like this and my picture freezes, then it means I'm actually taking care of something that's happened in the comments. Because I want to say thank you to Sean for all the roses, and very kind of you. And I think we're okay now. It's gone quiet, but I don't mind that. Barry, hello. But because I'm not moving, doesn't mean that anything is broken. It just means that I switch my camera off while I sort something out. I'll carry on talking, but I do have the feature. I'm using a program called, just a minute. Hang on a sec. I need my glasses. Okay, I'm not in a rush. Okay, just a minute. Okay. Okay, let's see what we can do. reporting doesn't work. Okay. Oh, this is turning out to be a fun broadcast. I'll tell you what, broadcasting on a Friday afternoon when everybody's ready for the weekend, Red Dead Guy, welcome, and M16 is fun. This is just, I've not seen anything like it. This is the first time since I've been broadcasting on TikTok since January that I've seen comments. Okay, you're a team. I can see you're a team. And I'm going to go there. Just give me a second. Okay, so I'm paused and I'm just after sorting out something, and we've sorted it. And what you're watching here is real live moderation. And I think, okay, Ruby Kate, just a minute, I need to mute myself. Ruby Kate, I want to say a big thank you. I think I've taken evasive action and that person has been blocked and it shouldn't happen again. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I just enjoy live broadcasting. This is light-hearted. This is not a serious discussion. And Sean's saying that's crazy. And Ruby is saying it's just someone being rude and pretending to be TikTok. Right, okay. Thank you for that, Ruby. Kate. It is, and I'm going to say it's a British thing. I'm annoyed. Yeah, go and play in somebody else's garden. Yeah, you're welcome to my garden, my broadcast, if I say so. But I just want to say thank you to Ruby and thank you to Sean as well and Dang. Now the thing is, hear me, that disruptors, let's call them disruptors, people who disrupt broadcasts tend to belong to a group or a gang. And what we had in the last 6 or 7 minutes was 3 members of the gang. And Ruby Kate is, unfortunately, people have nothing better to do. It is annoying. Okay, we're being polite. I could say something else, but I'm live on TikTok. And Perry, welcome. Okay, and thank you everybody who's joining. This is Friday afternoon fun with Stephen and Ruby. I do appreciate it. Sean too, and JJ, welcome. Okay, thank you everybody for all the likes. I mean, it is just annoying. Okay, but we're going well, and the broadcast is going well. I was talking about Christmas markets a while ago, wasn't I? Can't seem to remember that, but I was asked about Broadcasting Toolkit. That's the last thing we spoke about before we were interrupted. Basically, I'm fortunate to have been live broadcasting now for 10 years, and I've built up a lot of knowledge, met hundreds of people around the world, and I'm just sharing that knowledge. For the last 8 years, I've done courses on Udemy about live broadcasting. I've got a new course next year, and I've just decided yesterday, so you're the first to learn this. We live in a world where AI is playing, well, AI is part of our world now. It really is part of our world, and we have to take a stance. Now, you can try and ignore AI, but you can't, because if you go to LinkedIn, half the posts are AI. If you go to Facebook, the posts are AI as well. You can't dodge it. People are being lazy, and they're posting, well, they're getting AI to write them a blog or a Facebook post. Write me a Facebook post about consumer confidence, and it will, and then you post as your own. Now, I don't mind so much post it as your own, but I don't like reading screeds of text that have been written by AI, because in my mind it's boring. I'd rather hear 2 or 3 sentences written by the person doing the posting, which are genuine, because that's more valuable. Yeah, being yourself and writing in your own style is more valuable. And the thing is, if you've been writing in your own style for quite a while and you then switch to AI, people can tell, and you just get ignored. Yeah, the way to turn people off is to do everything with AI. AI is part of everything that we do. And over to Ruby, welcome. And again, completely agree. I'm still an open rebellion when it comes to AI. Yeah, there are bits of it there. I mean, in November last year, I signed up with HeyGen.ai. I'll put the name in so you know what I'm talking about, because my accent sometimes can be right. Okay, HeyGen.ai is what I'm talking about. It is a video avatar, and the thing is, what you can do is you can film yourself for 2.5 minutes. You send the video to HeyGen.ai. It gets analysed there, and they then have what you look like and what some of your mannerisms are. Okay, and from that you can ask HeyGen to actually create a short video. So I've been using short videos throughout the last 8-9 months, not all the time, just some of the time, from HeyGen with video avatars. And the thing is that they're perfect. If you give a video avatar a script, they will read it perfectly. There's no hesitation, no hums and ahs, no white space. Video avatars are so darn good these days. And it's sometimes difficult to tell the difference. Now, I discovered today that one of my most watched TikTok videos is video AI. Yeah. And basically it just went under my radar because I concentrate on when I'm live, not when the avatar's doing something. But the thing about a video avatar is they are perfect. They don't have mannerisms. They don't move their hands about. They don't smile all of a sudden. They don't tell you a joke. And they don't laugh if you tell a joke. There is no emotion in a video avatar. None at all. And they're going to change that. It's going to be developed. But at the moment, we're safe. As live broadcasters, we are safe. As the host of this broadcast, I know that at the moment, I am irreplaceable because a video avatar cannot do this job. A video avatar can't respond to comments. Boba Fett, hello. Can't. I love some of the names that come through here. David, hello. You cannot get emotion from a video avatar. They're two-dimensional. They look good, they sound good, but they're perfect. And the thing is that we people don't like perfect. You don't want to watch something that's not real. I mean, the whole point about live video is that it's live and it's people, it's real people telling stories, giving their opinions, exchanging values and information. It's real. This is definitely real. And video AI, no. So today we have discussed trolls, and we've got rid of those, it looks like. Thank goodness. And I've had help from Ruby and help from Sean. And we're just there. And I thought I blocked. Yes, I did block. Okay. That's the most people I've ever blocked in a broadcast. I don't know. What you have to do for a bit of peace and quiet around here. Well, I don't want peace and quiet. I just want to have a chance to have my say. So, Stephen's Broadcasting Toolkit will come now in January, and it's going to be everything you need to know about creating your broadcast. In actual fact, if I take that off screen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a change. Take that off screen, and I'm going to bring this on screen. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to scoot over here. Yeah, this is the beauty of the TikTok Live Studio, is that I can switch things up. And there we are. And if I go there, okay. So what we're talking about now is the anatomy of a strong broadcast agenda. basically, when you're broadcasting, can I go? Oh, if I go like that, then you can see it all, right? Okay, and that's what I love about TikTok Live Studio. It does allow me to make changes whilst I'm broadcasting live, and that is absolutely awesome. Okay, so anatomy of a strong broadcast agenda. Powerful agenda is built from 6 essential components. Each one has a specific job to do, guiding your stream from a compelling start to a satisfying finish. Right, okay. The first thing about any live broadcast is the hook. You've got to draw people in. Now, this is true on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and LinkedIn. You need a strong start. You need to be up for it. You need to be ready. You need to actually leap out the screen. Yeah? And involve people. Now, the thing about TikTok is that TikTok, people come and go all the time. So you've got several times you've got to put the hook out there. You've got to pretend you're fishing and put the hook out and up the tempo part way through your broadcast. And what I would do is up the tempo every 10 minutes or so during the live broadcast, just to let new people who come in, you know, because I was asked a few moments ago what I'm talking about, and I'm talking about the anatomy of a strong broadcast agenda, because you now see that on screen. I'm going to be interested to see what happens on the replay. The warm-up. Now, basically, the warm-up is important, especially on a linear show like Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. You can't go from a standing start to 60 miles an hour. What you have to do is do it gradually. And you've got to share stories about yourself. You've got to humanize your live broadcast so people don't think they're talking to a video avatar. They can see that you are a real, live, warm human being. And MH91, welcome. So we're going to hook, the warm-up. Then you've got the main content. Now, I do suggest that when you're creating a live broadcast, you actually plan it. Okay, what can we do? I feel my hands are tied with this format. I'm going to come and we're going to shrink that. Okay, I'm going to put that over there and I'm going to come back to me. And hopefully I can get this working. Don't go anywhere. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to adjust this. Okay, now the thing that you need to do. Okay, I'm adjusting my studio. So my studio is adjusted, and I think there we're about center. Yeah, that's good. Namaku, welcome. Okay, I'm going to put that up there. We'll refer to it. I'm also going to change the background so that if I come down here, three, two, one. Okay. Right, so I've changed the background. And the thing is, you notice that because I've got a light background at the top, my hair is blowing in the wind. So let's come here. Okay, that's better. You don't want a light colour at the top because I have no lights on and therefore no reflections. And the situation is that you need to be aware of your background. My background at the moment is Park Run. Okay, Park Run. There is a Park Run near you tomorrow. Every Saturday is a Park Run, and there is a Park Run near you. There are 1,380 park runs in the UK, and basically it's a closed space, and thank you everybody who's watching live. It's a closed space, no traffic, no roads, no traffic lights, just people walking, running, jogging and jeffing. We're actually doing Saturday morning exercise. Starts at 9 o'clock in the morning. Be there 10 minutes before for a briefing, and the briefing will tell you about the course, and it will also give you the rules of the game. There aren't many rules, just mutual respect is the thing of the day. But at 9 o'clock, along with hundreds of other people, you will set off to run 5 kilometers, 5k, 3.1 miles. And if you've got a Garmin, take your Garmin with you. Okay, this is a great free way to stay fit. Everything I'm telling you now costs you nothing. Parkrun is free. It is British, and incredibly, it was started in London in 2005. There are now tomorrow, Saturday, 400,000 people. 400,000 people around the world will do a park run. Okay, it's free to enter. There are no charges. You can just turn up and you can run, walk, Jeff, or jog. Running and walking, no problem. Jeffing is by Jeff Galloway, US Olympian. Run for 15 seconds, walk for 30 seconds. Run for 15 seconds, walk for 30 seconds. And you'll find that you're actually running a third of the time. So, and you actually walk faster than you would normally. Now, there are people who can do the park run 5 kilometers in 17 minutes, which is a 5.5 minute mile. Yeah, there are people who can do a park walk in an hour and 7 minutes, and it doesn't matter. You're told about the course, and then you set off and basically just follow everybody else, unless you're leading, and it's marshalled. At points around the course, there are marshals who are standing there as volunteers. They've got 3 jobs. 1 is to cheer you on, 2 is to make sure you go the right way, and 3 is just they enjoy being out in the fresh air as well. The lady in the blue jacket is a park run volunteer, and she is a park walker, and if you're walking park walk, she will accompany you and chat to you. So if you're going to walk a park run, then there is somebody who will be there to actually listen to you and to tell their stories too. Park run is a wonderful British invention. It takes place every Saturday at 9 o'clock in a park near you. Just Google park run. Just Google the word park run. All you need is your trainers. When you get more serious, you can get some kit. But park run is British, but it's worldwide. We've done park runs in Australia and in Germany and in Holland, and there are 28 different countries you can go to. If you sign up at the parkrun.org website, you'll get your barcode, and that barcode goes with you. You can then run at any park run anywhere in the world. One of the latest park runs is Brooklyn Bridge, which is inside of the Brooklyn Bridge. You can actually see the Statue of Liberty as you actually run around the course. Thank you for follow, Alfie. I think everybody who's watching. Oh, wow. 2,000. I just want to say a big thank you. When there is interaction, when I do see likes, and I do see so many people watching the live broadcast, I do appreciate it. And I appreciate you spending part of your day with me. But if I achieve anything, if one person does a park run this weekend because they've seen it on my broadcast, then that's job done. And I want to say thank you. Okay, park run is one of my passions. We started in 2022 in Melksham in Wiltshire. That's our home park. Used to be our home park run. The park run behind me is Quakers Walk, which is in Devizes. Both Quakers Walk and Melksham are in Wiltshire. Wiltshire is a county just up from Poole, and it's just a beautiful part of the world. If you want to know where I am, I actually just give me a second. Let me just take that off. I live close to here. Angelica and I, my partner and I, we live 30 minutes away from Stonehenge, so that we can go and visit Stonehenge 4 or 5 times a year. And it is a mystical place. and really enjoy the ability to actually just go out and about around. I'm checking the time because I'm aware. Just a minute. Coffee and cake is at 4 o'clock. So I'm just checking. Don't want to miss coffee and cake. It's an institution in our house. Oh, we've just put the Christmas tree up as well. Stonehenge is a beautiful place to visit. If you're watching live at the moment, I want to say a big thank you. I'm just waiting for the flare to go. And just let me try and move that. I can't move that. If you are watching live, there is somebody watching live. Thank you. If you'd like to say hello, please do. And we're just waiting on a countdown. And flare's gone. Bill, hello. I couldn't see your name. Bill, thank you for watching. Okay, just a minute. I want to do something, so I'm going to go here. I can't do that. I'm going to follow you. This is live. Bill, I've just followed you. I want to say thank you for sticking around and watching. If there's anything I can help with, then just let me know. I'm winding down for the weekend. I'll be live again on Monday at 3:10, on Tuesday at 3:10, and on Wednesday at 3:10. My two shows are AI Run Thrive, which is about artificial intelligence. It's about running and thriving. And I just want to say, absolutely brilliant. And thank you everybody. Thank you. I so enjoy live broadcasting. Live broadcasting is to me the best. Now, when I took the photograph behind me, I didn't know how important it would become. If you follow cricket at all, you'll know that it's the Ashes and England are playing Australia, and Australia have won the first 2 test matches and we have been whooped. England have just been beaten out of sight by an Australian team who can play cricket. Simple as that. But there's a gap between the test in Perth and the test in Adelaide. And, well, the gap between all the tests. But behind me is a photograph of Noosa, which is just outside Brisbane, about an hour and a half, which is nothing in Australian terms. And the England cricket team are currently walking along the road just beyond this photo. The England cricket team are actually holidaying at the beach in Noosa between cricket matches. And I can't... It's not a holiday. These guys get paid to play cricket. They don't get paid to play volleyball on the beach. It's absolute madness. Yeah? They should be doing practice matches. They should be professionals. Professional sportsmen, not professional celebrities, professional sportsmen. And I've got to say that I am a diehard England fan, but I truly feel that we don't have the team to beat Australia this time round. The first session on the first day in the morning with the 4 fast bowlers going, that was awesome. Ever since then, it's been totally downhill. And child of the 60s, welcome. Bill meet Bill. Bill Cecil and Bill Gamwell. Thank you. Okay, so we've been talking cricket, and that is a real photograph of Noosa behind me. Fortunate enough to visit my son and daughter-in-law in Australia back in February, and we went to Noosa, and it's a beautiful part of the world. Right, I want to wish everybody a fantastic weekend. You've been watching Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire in England. This has been a bit of a ramble, but I'll be back to normal, fingers crossed. We're back to normal on Monday. Child of 60s, thank you. Bill, thank you. Take care. Enjoy your weekend. Just a minute, I was waiting on a countdown. I've got 20 seconds to go. I always try and do sort of 35 minutes, and we're going to get there. I'm going to get 35 minutes. And user 3672, welcome. You're watching Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire in England. This has been Stephen's Broadcasting Toolkit with Stephen. I'm going to say goodbye from the show, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. Have a great weekend. Hello, this is Stephen with an overview of TikTok Studio. And if you want to try it yourself and get promotional coupons, accept the invitation by scanning the QR code, and let's get down to it and take a look inside TikTok Studio. This is the TikTok Live Studio, and this is a program I've been using since January 3rd this year. And it's the way to actually broadcast direct to TikTok and only to TikTok and have all the facilities that you'd find in most browser-based softwares. But this app is on your desktop, you download it, and when you download it, you can then broadcast live to TikTok whenever you wish. And that's what I've been doing. I've been broadcasting 3 times a week on TikTok. The studio itself is self-contained. You don't need any additional software. Basically, you can show images, you can show text. Everything that you need is in the studio. When you go live, and you just press the go live button, then you can see the messages that come in from people who are watching you. In fact, you can actually see everybody who actually joins your broadcast, and you can follow them. And you can say their names whilst you're live. It's just TikTok, and it's perfect. I don't have any technical problems. When you go live, your camera and your microphone are checked. If at any time anything goes wrong, TikTok will advise you. So this broadcast is being monitored all the time for signal strength, for video strength, and for audio strength. And it's just like having your own broadcasting studio, courtesy of TikTok. This is totally free, and you can use it to broadcast to TikTok whenever you wish. That's a wrap. If you'd like to try out TikTok Live Studio, then simply scan the QR code and you'll be taken to the page where you can actually download the software and get started. If you need any help at any time, simply let me know. Thank you for watching. Start the show. So, welcome everyone. You're watching Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire, England. It is in fact Tuesday. It is right about 3:10 p.m. in the afternoon. If you're watching from the UK, thank you. If you catch the replay, thank you very much for watching the replay. For any questions about live broadcasting, then please do let me know. And we say hello to CS Fitness. Welcome. And welcome to my live broadcast, and thank you for joining from one of my posts. One of the things I love about TikTok is the gamification and the way that they actually promote the broadcasts. Yeah, we do the legwork, but the promotion on TikTok is second to none. And TikTok is second to none. In fact, if I bring this on screen, you'll see my attitude about TikTok is simple and straightforward. TikTok is the perfect platform for us to broadcast on because it has everything that we need. It has the ability to show images, to show text. Welcome to Air and Thrive. This is episode 41 with Stephen, live from wonderful Wiltshire, England. Welcome to the show. And TikTok's got everything. And that's why I've been broadcasting on TikTok for the last 41 weeks. TikTok has everything you need, but you need to have the software to broadcast on TikTok. And that software is TikTok Studio, which is created by TikTok themselves. And I'm using TikTok Studio right now, which means I can show images, I can show text, I can move things about. And it is one of the best programs I've come across, because basically I've used BeLive, worked for BeLive, I've used OneStream Live, and just a minute, I was interrupted by an advert, but it's nothing at all to do with TikTok. Basically, I've used CJ, hello. I've used BeLive, I've used OneStream, I've used Restream, but TikTok Live encapsulates everything that those studios can do. And if you're thinking of broadcasting to TikTok, then obviously we can all use our mobile phones, but you can also use, if I go here, I'm inviting you to actually go live using Live Studio. It is a full desktop studio with capabilities, and it's free. So what I'm telling you about today is totally free, fully functional desktop application, enables the host to manage the production. I say hi to Greater is He and hi to CJ. And if you are interested in Live Studio and what it can do for you, then throughout December and January, I will be going behind the scenes so that you can decide whether TikTok is for you. If it is, then you can always click the QR code, which is there. Click the QR code, takes you straight to TikTok, and you can basically log in with your TikTok account because you actually got one, because you're actually watching me live, and you can experiment. And in terms of experimenting, I will be going fully behind the scenes to show you how you can get the ideas for a live broadcast, how you can get a set of notes together, how you can do an agenda, how you can design your screen layout and what you should include in the screen layout. Everything you need to know about going live is free, and TikTok is a way to go free. So if you're sort of putting together New Year's resolutions for 2026 and you're thinking, I want to go live on TikTok, I'm here to help. And if you click the barcode, you'll be able to find out more about TikTok side of it, because TikTok Studio is totally free. It only has one job, and that's to broadcast live to TikTok, which is what I'm doing now. It won't broadcast anywhere else. This is TikTok centric. And I've got to say, and hello to Steve, say hi to Steve. TikTok is the best platform. It's the platform of 25 for me, because I've now been here 41 weeks. It's going to be the platform of 26. If you want to tell your stories and get your message about, then Ben, hello. And Midnight, hello. If you want to tell your story and get your message out to a wide audience, I'll tell you what I do. Okay, I schedule my broadcast, and I scheduled broadcast at 1 o'clock today. I went onto my TikTok app on my mobile phone, and I said, right, I want to go live. And it said, okay, give me a title. So AI Run Thrive Chat Show, episode 41 with Stephen. Give me a time, and I said I wanted to go live today at 3:10. Yep, that's the first stage. So you got it, you set it, you scheduled a broadcast to go live at 3:10 today. The next stage, and this is an important one, we're creating content on TikTok all the time. And the beauty of TikTok is it doesn't show people your latest posts, it shows people a selection of your posts. So they then go into the edit of the scheduled broadcast, and I select 6 videos, and people are joining me, and truly people are actually joining me, as Mr. Beachside has, because on the post that Mr. Beachside has just seen, it said Stephen is live now, and here's the link. Now that in terms of promotion is golden, because you're using your own content, and then you've got a clickable link which brings people to your broadcast. And that's a great way to get things started. So, summary of point 1, schedule your broadcast, an intriguing title, set it at a time that you know people will be watching, and then link it back to your earlier posts so that anybody surfing TikTok will know that you're there. And Slayer, hello, and say hello to user 5811. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to move that out of the way, and I'm going to send out a flare. So if you've got any questions about TikTok, then please do ask. If you want help going live on TikTok, please do ask. And I'm just going to use a flare and use. Okay, I'll tell you about the gamification of TikTok. The situation now is that I have sent out what is known as a flare. Now, the more you go live on TikTok, the more flares you earn. Now, I try and go live 3 times a week, normally Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 3:10. The more you go live, the more TikTok sees that you're committed to broadcasting on the platform, and you're then in a reward structure. And that reward structure operates and restarts every week. And you can basically, if you go live and you get comments, you get people watching, then you get rewarded. And the whole thing about live video is anybody going to watch me? With flares, you're guaranteed an audience. You've then got to make an impact, but your audience is brought in by TikTok with the use of flares. And I want to say hello to, let's catch up for a second. Sharks, hello. Denise B, hello. Hussein, Faith, Mark Sykes, Mark Gallagher, Lesnar, Will, Johnny. If you're wondering where the heck you are, you're watching Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire in England. This is my chat show. This is episode 41A. And the barcode that you can see on screen relates to this. If you want to be my side of the screen and you want to be broadcasting on TikTok and you want to do it from your desktop, then I invite you to apply for Live Studio. It's a full desktop studio capabilities. Live Studio is a free, fully functional desktop application that enables the host to manage the production. My words. And all you need to do is scan the QR code that's showing on screen now. There are rewards for doing so. I'm not going to mention those, but if you scan the QR code, it will take you to my direct invitation, and there are terms and conditions that apply. But what we can do is show you the path to making money on TikTok. There is a path. You can actually earn money on TikTok. I've earned money on TikTok. If I can do it, you can do it. And in December and January, I'll be talking about everything. But the first stage is to actually zap the QR code, which is bottom left now, and on that card, say hi to David, Stephen, and Anne, hello, Robert, hello, Gareth, hello, and Blessed, hello. And thank you, everybody, for actually joining live. I've got a warning, I'm going to take this off in a second, but I'm inviting you to go live with Live Studio. It's totally free. If you want to try it out, scan the QR code. I will be putting hello Darren, hello Mr. Simmons, Rebecca, Bossum May, Matteo. I will be giving, I'll be giving helps, tips and tricks all about using Live Studio in December and January. So if you want to be my side of the camera and you want to be able to work it effectively, you want to be able to control the images, you want to be able to control the text. Let's just make sure I can control it. How to take text off screen, how to bring text on screen, how to edit the text, how to have a QR code. That QR code goes back to TikTok and is your invitation to download TikTok Studio and try live broadcasting yourself. Because we can all broadcast from our phones, but if you've got a Windows or a Mac, then you can download TikTok Studio and you can try it out for yourself. Okay, and this is the first time I promoted this. I only found out I'd been accepted on Friday, so I've been thinking about it over the weekend, and I've been working away with Canva and other software as well, and with I'm using a lot of Notebook LM. I'm going to put this in here. Right. Program to look out for, a program to use. If you've got any research to do, either for college, school, anything you want to learn, Notebook LM will do it for you. Because with Notebook LM, you can take YouTube URLs, you can take website URLs, and it basically reads through all the information you've given it, and then it's got a knowledge base. And that knowledge base is based on the information you've given it, and then you can ask it questions. So basically, I've been broadcasting here now for 41 weeks. I put all these broadcasts onto Notebook LM, and I can now interrogate it, and I can bring together my agendas anytime I like. And the thing is that, I mean, I've been broadcasting for yonks now. with Notebook LM, I don't forget a single broadcast I've done. I do a lot of broadcasting about camera confidence, and I can just go to Notebook LM and ask it to tell me about camera confidence. That's one thing it does. And then I can ask it to actually give me an agenda for the broadcast, and it does that as well. So Notebook LM is worth its weight in gold, really. As is, of course, TikTok Studio, TikTok Live Studio. Right, we've got Flare in use, so I want to say thank you to everybody who's coming from the Flare. And Harry, hello. Barbara, hello. Zor and Jean and Shagufta and Umar. Thank you for joining in, or Umar. Smith, hi. Welcome. Shaji, welcome back. And Community Guidelines. GB. Okay, interesting. Okay, and Dave, hello. And we say hello to when will I see you again? And say hi. Okay. So basically, Notebook LM is your second brain. The thing is that we see new things every day. Notebook LM allows you to jot down what you've seen, and Notebook LM will remember it, and then you can go and ask questions afterwards. So if you're looking for an app which is going to save you time, Recollector, hello. Jackie, hello. Everybody, hello. Welcome. You're watching Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire, England, and we're talking today. I'm going to bring this on. We are talking today about, I'm inviting you to go live with Live Studio, which is what I'm using right now. It's a full desktop studio capabilities. It's free. It's fully functional. It goes live on TikTok. And all you need to do is scan the QR code and you'll get my official invitation. Terms and conditions apply, which you can read on the page. So just quickly scan the QR code with your mobile phone and you'll get all the information you need. And behind the scenes, you've got me. Okay, I'm going to be here. You can message me about any aspect of TikTok Live Studio throughout December and January, which is when this promotion is running. So it runs until Jan 31st, and you can basically take part any time between those dates, and you can get to know TikTok Studio from the inside, because I've been using it now. Well, this is show 41. So I've been broadcasting on TikTok now since January 3rd. And I've gone from having 43 followers on TikTok to 7,500. So I know how it can be done. And I can help you to become established. Now, there are no guarantees with this. One of the things that we tend to look for in our wildest dream moments is we want something to go viral. There is no recipe for viral. Viral just happens. It's a question of being in the right place at the right time. And the more you actually do something, the more you broadcast, the more that you actually out there, the better chance you've got of having success. Which brings me to the broadcasting. If you're going to broadcast, and TikTok Studio will allow you to broadcast on TikTok, you need to have a set time and day. You need to be consistent. You need to say, right, I'm going live on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 3:10. And here we are, Tuesday, it's 3:10. Be consistent. Okay, that's how I built my audience up. And let's catch up with everybody. Alicia, hello. And to Dunks, say hi to Dunks. And say hi to... Dunks is saying hi. Oh, brilliant. Thank you. Comments are more than welcome. If you've got any questions, and Curry. Okay. Interesting comments, sir. Or ma'am. I don't know. I mean, I can't tell from your name what you are. But Tovin, welcome. Munch, welcome. And Danny. Okay, so TikTok is the best place to broadcast. Barley Khan, hello. Barley. Is the best place to broadcast. I just need to do something. Just give me a second. And mute. Dunks, you're muted for the rest of the live. I'm going to be open about it. Right, okay. The joy of live broadcasting is that anything can happen. and occasionally it does, and occasionally people want to be in your broadcast, and I'm happy with that. Rhoda, hello. I'm happy with people to be in the broadcast, but the broadcast is on a certain topic. The certain topic today is TikTok Live and TikTok Live Studio and the free offer. That's why we've got the barcode. If you want to be my side of the camera, if you want to learn how to live broadcast, then there's a special offer from TikTok, and that will take you straight to a TikTok page. Gracie, hello, and Haz, hello, and thank you for the follow, Gracie. Thank you. If you basically want to know more, scan with your mobile phone and QR scanner, scan the QR code. That will take you straight to the TikTok page. It's not my page, it's TikTok's page, and it will explain exactly what you can do to go live on TikTok from TikTok Studio. And I'm here to tell you, if I can do it, you can do it. TikTok Studio is so simple to use. That said, if you've got any questions about TikTok Studio, then you can come and ask anytime. I'm here to support, and I just love TikTok, which is why I'm talking about it and why I'm talking about the barcode. And every few minutes you'll see my advert coming up on screen. Okay, and somebody else has joined from the post. You know, I said earlier that if you schedule your live broadcast on TikTok, you can actually add the link to your live broadcast I go to 6 of my posts on TikTok. So if anybody sees my posts on TikTok whilst I'm live, there's a direct link to this broadcast. It is amazing. TikTok want you to succeed as a live broadcaster. 2026 is the year to break into live video. If you've been thinking about it, if you're camera shy, you can do it. Yeah, it's just like learning a language. So technically, there is nothing stopping you. And the camera confidence side we can work on. Jenny, thank you for the follow. I want to say thank you, everybody who's following me. At the end of this broadcast, I will follow back, and I want to say thank you. And let's just catch up with people who are in. And we say hello to Mick, hello to Lamps, Jenny, Daryl Holmes, welcome. And everybody who's joining live. And you've been notified either by a post on my TikTok account or by TikTok themselves. And I'm grateful for that. Mummy Archie, hello. Mick Parks, welcome. And I want to say welcome to everybody. You're watching Stephen live from Wonderful Wiltshire. This is AI Run Thrive Chat Show, episode 41A with Stephen. And Elaine, welcome. Say hi to Elaine, welcome back. And what we're talking about is this. I'm inviting you to go live with TikTok Live Studio. It's a full desktop studio. It's a free, fully functional desktop application. And all you need to do is to basically scan the barcode. Liam, hello. Yoda, hello. Is to scan the barcode to get more information. It is free. It helps you to broadcast on TikTok Live. It's the official way to broadcast on TikTok Live. It only broadcasts TikTok Live. I just told you TikTok Live is the perfect platform for live broadcasting. I totally believe that. That's why I'm here talking about it. And if you want any help in going live on TikTok, then all you need to do is to let me know. And that QR code there is my invitation to you to come and join me on TikTok Live in 2026 and say hello to Jay. Jay, yo, welcome. Okay, and thank you for joining me, Sanjul, and welcome everybody who's hopping in today. Jay, Leela, Stephen Robinson, Liam, thank you everybody who's dropping by. If you're not on TikTok Live and you haven't broadcast yet, then you should do. Live broadcasting is the best way to actually tell your stories. How do you reach out to people? How do you get people to know your story? How do you get people involved? TikTok's the best place to do it. TikTok has everything that you need. TikTok Studio allows you to show images. Yeah. And I'll move the QR code over there. allows you to show images. I can use backdrops because I'm using a piece of software. Just a minute. You may be wondering about the backdrop. Okay, I'm using a piece of software called vcam.ai. That's how I've got my backdrop. If you want to know where I'm from, then I can tell you. If I go down here, I actually, just a minute, let's put that back in. Let's put that back in. I actually live close to Stonehenge, about 30 minutes away. And it's a beautiful part of the world, great walking country, great discovery country, because you've got Stonehenge, you have Avebury, and you can basically just enjoy yourself and learn at the same time. I want to say thank you to everybody who's joining in. And we have the flare running. Sea Half, welcome. And I want to say thank you to everybody who's actually staying for a moment or two. And I was trying to find out what that is. That's gone now. Okay, so we're back. So that's where I am. And this is where I love to be. This behind me, let me just move the TikTok over there and just switch it off just a second. Okay, and I'm going to move the barcode over there. Okay, I've got it as I want it now. Okay, now, little did I know when I took this photograph that it would be newsworthy now, right now. If you follow cricket in England, this is by way of a diversion, nothing to do with live broadcasting other than telling stories. Basically, the pitch behind me is of Noosa in Australia. Noosa is about 90 minutes away from Brisbane. And back in February 2024, we went to visit my son and daughter-in-law, that's James and Karen, in Australia. And we stayed with them in Brisbane. And then they said, right, we said we want to do a park run. We want to go and we want to do a park run, okay, in Australia. Because the thing about park run is you can actually run anywhere around the world. Danny, hello. And hello to everybody. You can actually do a park run everywhere around the world. There are 1,280 sites at least in the UK. And we wanted to do one in Australia. And we thought we'd actually be running along the Golden Coast in Brisbane, but no. James and Karen said, we want to take you somewhere special. And that somewhere special is Noosa. Let me just type that in, then you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so Noosa. Okay, down in the comments. That's where this photograph is from. This was February 24. It's a beautiful day, and it was a beautiful place to stay. But the park run was about 1.5 miles away, and we did the park run. Anyway, the relevance of all this is that I follow cricket. And I follow the English cricket team, and they've had 2 bad matches. The Aussies are winning 2-0, so we've not done good. And so what, as a cricket team, when you've lost 2-0, what do you do? What's the cure? How do you get refocused? Well, the thing is to take a break away from cricket and go to Noosa. So the whole of the England cricket team is at the moment in Australia, and they're at Noosa. And I've been, Angelica's been, and my son and daughter-in-law have been. And we say hello to Bart, and that's my cricketing story and my Noosa story, all in one turn. Hello. So that's 2 stories for the price of 1 there. And we're talking about cricket, which is my love. I've got to say, I enjoy cricket. I also, if we want to talk sport, I'm also, Dano, hello, I'm also a Burnley fan. I follow the Clarets. I am Claret and Blue. I was born in Burnley, in Lancashire, about 20 miles north of Manchester. And that's my hometown. And basically, I've supported the Clarets, well, since forever. And they're not having a good time at the moment. I wish Scott Parker, their manager, I hope he manages to pull them round. I hope England pull round too.
but I know what they're enjoying in Noosa in Australia. It's a beautiful place, and that was nothing to do with live broadcasting. The thing about, and head of the table, Law, hello, Rebel, LC and Mariam and Juice, welcome. You're watching Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire in England. This is AI Run Thrive Chat Show, episode 41 here with Stephen, and today we are talking about this. This is your invitation to go live with the live studio from TikTok, full desktop studio capabilities. Live Studio is a free, fully functional desktop application that enables the host to manage the production, much in the same way as I'm doing now. If you want to scan the QR code, you can accept, and you'll be taken to the ability to actually download TikTok Studio. And I mean, I've been here since January this year, so I've been here 10 months. I totally enjoy broadcasting here. Jill, hello. Diablo, great name. Love the game. I'm going to say hi to Austin, Big Salvo, Graham, and say hi. If you're putting together a New Year's resolution, and your New Year's resolution is to broadcast live on TikTok, I'm your man. Basically, if you scan that QR code there, then you can download TikTok Studio, and you'll have me to help you. I'm here throughout December and January, at the very least, to actually help you broadcast live on TikTok. So if it's on your resolutions for 2026 to go live on TikTok, I can help you. I'm here to help you. And let's just catch up again. As everybody's here today, I just want to say welcome to G68, to Sean, say hi to Sean, Billy, hello, Asmara, Kathy, Jackie, Bren, and Bobby. Oh, wow. Okay, I want to say a big thank you. I mean, you actually come to watch me at the middle of the afternoon. It is currently just to show that we're live. I've just got a reminder. Just a minute, I need to do something. This is live on air. I know it is, but I've got to do this right now. I have a Garmin, and the Garmin has just told me that it needs recharging. So whilst I'm talking to you, what I'm going to do is to put the Garmin on charge. So thank you for being patient. Say hi to Laura and Luke and Kate and William. Hello. As I was saying a moment ago, this is my invitation to you to download Live Studio and go live on TikTok in 2026. It doesn't cost a penny. It's totally free. And if you scan the QR code, which is on screen now, or you can scan the QR code, which is left on screen, you can download it. It's free. Everything I'm talking about is free. The training is free. The software is free. TikTok is free. And say hello to Kelly and everybody's... Oh, Shades, hello. And Shades has joined from one of my posts. I'm going to do some videos on how to work this wonderful studio and how to schedule a broadcast, how to promote a broadcast, how to actually get people watching you live. Because I think there are three things people struggle with in live broadcasting. One is confidence. I can help. I have methodologies that work which will actually help boost your confidence. And they're proven over the years. Second, what the heck am I going to... What? No, not what the heck. What am I going to talk about? Well, I can help you with that too. What you should actually do, and we say, oh, Radio Morris, welcome. Radio stations, Paddy and Kieran and Fardin and Dodo and Hummingbird. What do you actually broadcast about? Yeah, well, the thing you broadcast about is your passions. Okay, so if your passion is cricket, you broadcast about cricket. If your passion is, well, whatever your passion is, you can broadcast about it. There is an audience. And the thing is, even in this AI age that we live in, being human, being yourself, being original is the way to succeed in live video. We I'm speaking globally here, as live video show hosts will not be replaced. We can talk about what we want, providing it's within the rules and regulations of the site we're broadcasting on. We are free. We are totally free to create anything we want to create content. Yeah? I'm here to help. So, camera competence, yes. Content, yes. Marketing, yes. Okay, you have to be able to tell the world that you're on TikTok. And when I say the world, you notify people on TikTok that you're going to go live. And you also notify people on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and LinkedIn. You tell them all. I am live on TikTok at 3:10 on Tuesday. Just do it. And basically, I'll say, let's catch up for a second. It gives me a chance to have a breather. And I'm going to go over to Charlie and Stephen, hello. Joseph, hello. John, hello. Big Salvo, hello. You're watching Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire, England. And what I'm talking about today is this. Say hi to John. I'm inviting you to go live with TikTok Live Studio. It's a full desktop studio. It's free. It's fully functional desktop application that enables the host to manage the production. To accept the invitation, simply scan the QR code. That's all you need to do. Okay, so I'm going to take that off screen, say hi to Joseph and hi to Stephen. Thank you for joining, and if you joined from my post, thank you. If you saw me, thank you. You are watching Stephen live. We just talked about 3 things, which I'll mention again next time I'm live. We're talking about camera confidence. We're talking about you broadcasting live in 2026, and we're going to get our act together in December. So come January 1st, January 2nd possibly, you can actually broadcast live on TikTok. So now's the time to get it all together. Rather than thinking about broadcasting, just do it. I'm going to lead you to the just do it moment. I'm going to create videos, and I'll play the videos on my TikTok account. They'll be pre-recorded, so you can watch them anytime that you like. I'll be doing live sessions like this one, so you can come and ask me questions about camera confidence, about content, about promotion. And I'm here to actually help you go live with TikTok Studio. That's my motivation for December and January, and probably beyond that. I just need to wave at a few people, so forgive me. Say hello to Gloria, hello to Sam, and Sam, thank you for the like. Okay, I want to say
for the like added to your shopping list.
Alexa, stop. I have an assistant. Alexa, what time is it?
Good afternoon, Stephen. It's 3:45 p.m.
Thank you. Alexa, will it rain today?
Rain is expected in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
It should stop around 4:30
Right,
p.m.
I'm not heading out in 10 minutes' time. Dougie, hello. Adam, hello. I'm not heading out. It is great to actually have Alexa as an assistant, okay, on your live broadcasts. Because all you need to do is to say ALEXA and a question or a command, and he or she will appear in your broadcast, and people can hear he or she. The other thing is that Alexas in general, Amazon Alexas, are due for an upgrade in December. You know, we've had ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Gemini, you name it. We're in the middle of AI systems. Alexa is going to get an AI upgrade
Not quite sure how to help
in December, which is going to be brilliant, because the same thing that you can do with ChatGPT and Gemini and DeepSeek, you'll be able to do with ALEXA, and that's a game changer. Yeah. What it means is that Alexa can give you more detailed information.
I couldn't find any enabled video skills that can do that. Go to the Alexa app to manage your video skills and devices.
I'm not going to say the word again. Okay, this could be, well, okay, Peanut, hello, and say hello to, thank you for watching for a moment, Hellhammer, welcome, and to everybody who's actually watching live today. Thank you. I think Wait a minute. Let's click that. What happens? Okay, I think that's actually gone. We're still going live. And I want to say big thank you. Hi to Donal and to everybody who's watched me live today. Generally speaking, I try to broadcast for about 40 minutes. When I started broadcast back in 2015, we all used to broadcast for an hour, and that was on Facebook. And thousands of views, well, hundreds and thousands of people come and watch us live, because I was part of the be.live team in those days, and those were heady days on Facebook. That's when live video took off. I mean, basically, Facebook Live was released, and Facebook said you can go live on your own, and then Be Live came along and said you can go live with a friend, and you can have two of you on screen side by side. And that's when live broadcasting really began, when you could have two people on screen side by side at the same time. And Be Live were the leaders. They took us on a path, and we've just been getting better and better systems until now. We are at the stage where I can say to you that I'm inviting you, and say hello to PSW. I'm inviting you to go live in 26 with TikTok Live Studio. Full desktop studio capabilities. Live Studio is a free, fully functional desktop application, enables the host to manage the production. And in order to take advantage, everything I'm telling you is free. In order to take advantage, you just need to scan the QR code with your mobile phone and you get more information. I do want to say thank you to everybody who's watched me live today. I always enjoy this session, and I will be back tomorrow, same time, 3:10, and I'll have a topic in addition to talking about TikTok Studio and why you should broadcast live. I have new topics for you, and today was today was a run out. Today was a test. I wanted to know what would happen in a TikTok live broadcast if I promote TikTok Live. And I've got my answer, which is a very positive one, that I've been able to tell you all about TikTok Live. Over the coming weeks, I'll show you inside the studio, my side of everything, and I will help you. And I just want to say a big thank you for actually watching me. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now. That's a wrap.
This is the TikTok Live Studio, and this is a program I've been using since January 3rd this year. And it's the way to actually broadcast direct to TikTok and only to TikTok and have all facilities that you'd find in most browser-based softwares. But this app is on your desktop, you download it, and when you download it, you can then broadcast live to TikTok whenever you wish. And that's what I've been doing. I've been broadcasting 3 times a week on TikTok. The studio itself is self-contained. You don't need any additional software. Basically, you can show images, you can show text. Everything that you need is in the studio. When you go live, and you just press the go live button, then you can see the messages that come in from people who are watching you. In fact, you can actually see everybody who actually joins your broadcast, and you can follow them. And you can say their names whilst you're live. It's just TikTok, and it's perfect. I don't have any technical problems. When you go live, your camera and your microphone are checked. If at any time anything goes wrong, TikTok will advise you. So this broadcast is being monitored all the time for signal strength, for video strength, and for audio strength. And it's just like having your own broadcasting studio, courtesy of TikTok. This is totally free, and you can use it to broadcast to TikTok whenever you wish. That's a wrap. Hello over here, and then we'll get going. Right. Hello, welcome to this live broadcast from Wiltshire, England. This is Stephen, and I am going to talk today about the first 30 seconds of a live broadcast and how you can avoid making mistakes. And that's what today's show about. The QR code, bottom right hand corner, is to get your own copy of TikTok Live Studio, which I'm broadcasting from today. And if you're watching this on replay, thank you. So you can hear all about first 30 seconds of a broadcast and mistakes to avoid in this session, which is going to be about 30 minutes long. I don't expect everybody to stay for 30 minutes, but welcome and thank you for watching the beginning. As I say, if you're on replay, thank you. If you want to follow me, please do. That's off to a start. I mean, the thing is that we are in a situation where we're on TikTok, and on TikTok people scroll, yeah, and we know that if people see somebody they know or who's a contact, they will stop and watch. That's the first point. People will stop and watch somebody who is a contact. People will stop and watch people, famous people they know, like I was watching cricket commentators this morning, because I feel I know them, I've seen them on television so much, and I value their opinions. So I stopped and I watched that this morning. So there are people that we actually stop to watch, but when we appear in somebody's feed, nobody knows who we are. And that means that you've got to make a good first impression. And the first 30 seconds, the show is 30 minutes, 30 seconds is what we're talking about now. First 30 seconds, you really do have to be on the ball. Now, the other thing as well is that when you're actually creating videos like this, do remember the replay. Because what I do is I take the first 10 minutes of this broadcast and it goes as a replay on TikTok, reaching two audiences, a live audience and a replay audience. So, as my good friend used to say, play for the replay. Okay, so let's start looking at basically starting the broadcast. And I'm going to put my glasses on for this so I can actually see what's happening. And go over here and go here. Right, now I'm going to move, but if I move over here, you can still see me. Okay, in fact, let's just experiment a little bit. If I go like that, hopefully you can read that. So you've got to nail the first 60 seconds of a broadcast, because if you don't, people will just scroll on by. What you want to do is to stop the scroll. And that's basically what it's all about. That's what you want to do. So viewers decide whether to stay or leave almost immediately. Your opening must be energetic, clear, and compelling. That's it. You have, from the moment you actually start broadcasting, you have to be in the mood. You have to start telling your stories. You have to get people and draw people in to your live broadcast. This is the as a host of a live broadcast, what you have to do is to actually grab people in, bring people into your broadcast. And the way to do that is greetings and a quick intro, state the main topic and activity, which I did, tease an exciting moment coming later, and acknowledge early arrivals, which I will. I promise you, I will. And if you're watching live, if you're watching on the replay, thank you. I'm going to shrink that for a moment, and it does give an example. Now, everything that I'm talking about at the moment will become part of the Broadcaster's Toolkit, and the information that you saw just there came from Karen. Hello. The information you saw just there was from Claude, and what it's saying right at the beginning of this was that you need to hit the ground running. You can slow down during the broadcast, but right at the beginning of the broadcast, you've got to be at top speed. You've got to be in a good mood. You've got to be up for it. And basically, you've got to tell people what's going to happen during the broadcast. Now, on TikTok, we don't expect people watching a live broadcast to stick around. And people scroll, and that's good. What you've got to have something is to have something which is a showstopper, which is an orange shirt. And people are going to say, why is he wearing those braces? And I'm going to answer that later. Say hi to George, hello to David, and to DJ Badger, and to Illusion. Thank you for actually joining me. And brilliant. So you've got to get off to a flyer. So let me just put that card on screen. I'm going to get a complaint from the studio, but when you're broadcasting, or even when you're creating a recorded video, You have to nail the first 60 seconds. Viewers will decide whether to stay or leave almost immediately. Your opening must be energetic, clear and compelling. And an example is given. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you my top 3 AI tools for video editing, and stick around because we're giving away, well, this is not me speaking, this is an example. I'll be giving away a premium subscription at the end. And say hi to Jimmy, thank you for joining, and George, welcome. So the formula, and it is a formula, possible way of doing it, is a greeting and quick intro, state the main topic, and tease an exciting moment coming later, and acknowledge early arrivals by name. So in other words, don't spend the whole show saying hello to everybody, but in the beginning, to sort of create an atmosphere, you can say hello to people as they join, or you can just say to everybody who's joined, thank you very much. I do appreciate you spending your time with me. Okay, you could be busy doing something purposeful. Hopefully this will be entertaining, informative and helpful. And if you've got any questions about live broadcasting, you are most definitely in the right place. This is Stephen, live from Wiltshire in England. This is AI Run Thrive Chat Show, episode 41B with Stephen, and welcome to the show. Now it's 41B because A is earlier in the week, B is the middle of the week, and I do a different show which will be on Friday. But AI Run Thrive is all about AI. Now, what I've decided to do, just today in actual fact, you're the first to hear this, is I'm going to create a course which is all about using AI in broadcasting. It's marrying AI with broadcasting. And to help me, I've got ChatGPT, Gemini, and as of this morning, Claude. And they are going to help me create the course. I've also got recall.ai, and I'm going to type that in there so you actually know what I'm talking about, because you may not have heard of it. So it is called recall.ai, and I probably spelt it wrongly. No, I've got the letters right, but the caps are the wrong way around. Recall.ai is what I use to put together my agendas for live broadcasts. In the old days, you used to get a pen and paper and you used to write down what you're going to talk about. But that's only using your own memory. Yeah. With AI, you can get refreshers, instant refreshers. You can go to ChatGPT, Gemini, or Claude, and you can ask it, okay, create an agenda for my live broadcast. And my live broadcast is about camera confidence. And of course, you'll get a running show order for your running show, or as we call it, easier to say is agenda, make hello. Agenda. And AI is brilliant for creating agendas. Okay, but I do want to emphasize at this point that you're in control, you set the pace, but what's being suggested is this, and I'm going to go over here, I'm going to make this full screen so you can actually read it, and you've got to nail the hook in the first 60 seconds on a live broadcast. You have to draw people in because people decide whether they're going to stay or leave him almost immediately. Your opening must be energetic, clear and compelling. You're basically the draw. You're the star of the show. So greeting and quick intro, state what the main topic is of the broadcast, tease an exciting moment coming later, if there is one, and acknowledge early arrivals, which I've been doing. So that is the first 60 seconds, and they are so important. Now, the thing about TikTok is that people join and leave your broadcasts all the way through the broadcast. You've got new people coming in, you've got people who've been there for a minute who are going out, and thank you for the likes. You've got people on the move all the time, which means that the approach to a TikTok show has got to be different. Yeah, the approach to a TikTok show, you've got to appreciate the fact that people are going to come in partway through your broadcast and not know what you're talking about. Anybody catching this broadcast now will think, well, that's a nice bridge, there are trees. Is he talking about nature? Is he talking about Germany? Because I recognize that lake. Basically, you need every so often to say who you are and what you're doing. So, my name is Stephen Healy. I'm broadcasting live from Wiltshire in England, and you're watching AI Run Thrive, which is all about AI, text and video. It's all about running. I'm a park runner, and you can show props. If you're showing a if you're doing a live broadcast, then if you show a prop, then that will engage people's attention. If you're showing a phone, that will also engage people's attention. Yeah, you can actually show things during your live broadcast which are relevant to the broadcast, and when people are scrolling, because this is what we're up against. We're up against people quite naturally scrolling, and as I said earlier, if it's somebody they know who is a contact on any social media network, they will stop and they will watch. If it's somebody who is famous, a celebrity, A-lister or C-lister, people will stop and they will watch the video for a little while. Your job as a working broadcaster is to stop the scroll. And you can stop the scroll by being yourself. Yeah. I mean, basically, people come to actually watch a live broadcast because you're in it. That's what you're aiming for. What you're aiming for is to be known, liked, and trusted. And if you've got those three, then you can tell your stories and exchange your ideas. And the only way to do it is to be open, honest, engaging, interesting. And that only comes with practice. You can't, right, your first broadcast, you're going to be nervous as heck, and you're not at one with the camera. But eventually, the more broadcasts you do, the more comfortable you get. Yeah, and the easier it gets. Okay, now a word of explanation. Hello, Debbie. A word of explanation. I'm going to take the QR code off because you've been watching the QR code, and this is what the QR code is about. It says my camera's obstructed, but you can't see me. You can see my hands. Can anybody see my hands? Yeah? Okay, good. I'm still here. Stephen Healy invites you to go live with Live Studio. Now, we've all broadcast from a mobile phone, but you can actually broadcast from your desktop, be it Windows or Mac, using the amazing TikTok Live Studio. And as it says there, the full desktop studio capabilities, Live Studios are free. It is totally free. Fully functional desktop application that enables the host to manage the production. Let's talking about TikTok. And if you want to accept my invitation, simply scan the QR code, and then you'll be taken to a TikTok page, and you can see the terms and conditions, which are not too difficult to comply with, and you then can become, like me, you can become a TikTok live broadcaster from desktop. Mobile is brilliant, but the way to get the best quality, the way to be able to show images on screen, to show text and scrolling, is to be in the studio. And the best studio to be in is the TikTok Live Studio, which I'm in at the moment, because I can show images, I can show text, I can show videos. A whole host of things are actually built into the studio, and all this is free. Millions of people, literally millions of people use this software every day. It is error-free, it is reliable. Yeah? It's not a browser-based system, it's on your desktop. And the only place it's broadcasting to is TikTok. It just simply works. And you can rely on it. And that's Aidan, hello, Liz, hello, Annette, Russell, Hendry, and Swanee, welcome. And if you're joining me for the first time, you're watching Stephen live from Wiltshire, England. We're talking about, let me just show this again. The first 60 seconds of a broadcast, you have to have a hook. You have to have something that keeps people watching, a core idea. Viewers decide to stay or leave almost immediately. Your opening must be energetic and clear and compelling. The formula is to have a greeting and a quick intro to yourself. Always explain who you are, because people will be seeing you for the first time. So, I'm Stephen. I'm from Wiltshire in England. I've been broadcasting for 10 years, and I'm glad to make your acquaintance. State the main topic. Today's main topic is getting the first 60 seconds off pat, so that you have an intro which is upbeat to start your broadcast. State the main activity. Well, at the top of this show, I said we'd be talking about the first 60 seconds, which we are, and I said that we would be avoiding mistakes. Nez, say hi to Nez. Okay, So acknowledge early arrivals by name. So if I'm not saying your name, it's because I'm with the flow of the show, and I could actually, you could spend the whole of a live broadcast just acknowledging people, and somebody may comment. Now that works well. If you get somebody watching your show comments, seize the moment. If somebody comments on your live broadcast, this is golden. If somebody comments, read the comment out, acknowledge the person, thank them, answer the point that they've made, because people actually inputting content into your shows is golden, because they become more involved and may come back. The people listening can see that people are commenting, so people are enjoying the broadcast. It's a win-win situation for everybody. If you are enjoying this broadcast, then please do follow me. I do follow back. I started with 43 followers on January 3rd this year. I've now got 7,500 followers. And if I can do it, you can do it. And that's part of what I'll be teaching in December, January, and probably the whole of 2026. Is it too early for season's greetings? I think it is. I'll leave the season's greetings to next time. But I want to say thank you for joining me. Thank you for all the likes. Wow, thank you. Thank you for watching live. Thank you for staying for a moment. This is perfect. Now, as I always say when I'm on a live broadcast, the thing I love about TikTok is the fact that this is gamified. And if I broadcast often enough, for long enough, I will get rewards. And what do rewards bring? Rewards bring increased reach, yeah, bigger audience. And that's the more you broadcast, the more TikTok sees you broadcasting. And I've just got to say something. Just let me take that off screen. I want to say, let's just take this off a second. Hang on, don't go anywhere. Okay, as you can see, I have just been out. I've just been out for a run, and there we are. I go for a run every day, and I've just been for my run, and I got back 3 minutes before this broadcast started, and we say hello to Al Racing, welcome back, and hello to, just a minute, put glasses on. There's no rush, is there? We're all friends. And hello to Vashi, Max T, welcome, Michael Smith, welcome, and Nez and Michael Jones. Thank you for joining. Yeah, I've just been out for a run, and I got in 3 minutes before the broadcast was due to start. And I combed what hair I have, and I just came live. So how long does it take to get ready for a broadcast? Well, it took me 3 minutes, but I have to tell the truth now. This morning, I spent half an hour setting this broadcast up. Yeah, it doesn't happen by accident. I purposely chose my background. I could have had this background. This is Devizes, and this is the Canehill Locks in Devizes. Devizes is 92 miles from London, and it's a beautiful part of the country to live. We're close to Stonehenge, we're close to Avebury, and it is a very wonderful. Music is life. Welcome back. And C, welcome back. And to everybody who's actually joining live, thank you very much. So I took 30 minutes, 45 minutes to actually set this broadcast up, to make sure my camera was right, my microphone was right, and everything was working. I owe it to everybody. I said I live near here. I do live, not there. I do live near to there. Okay, say hi to DXVID. And Music is Life. Thank you for the likes. Thank you, Tony. And thank you, Modsu66. So I live close to there. I live close to Stonehenge. We were there a couple of weeks ago. And in September, we went to Germany. And this is a photograph I took while we were in Germany. All the photographs you see are ones that I've taken with my Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra. I've got to say, though, that, I mean, I broadcast on Amazon selling things, and I can sell you a mobile phone. I can sell you a running vest. Okay, just a subtle hint. You can't demonstrate product. And, Music is Life, welcome. Just a minute. Music is Life is saying, I love Stonehenge. Well, let's just bring the photograph back up again. I love Stonehenge too. It is, there's I don't know what you think. I think there's a feeling about the place, a sort of mystical feeling. It is close to Salisbury. And if you're in London or down south, then you can get a coach that will take you straight to Stonehenge. Yeah, if you're in Salisbury, you can get a bus which will take you straight to Stonehenge. There's no need to drive there. There's a big car park. When you first arrive, you'll see an amazing visitor centre, which is like an airport building. And that airport building contains a museum which will tell you the history of Stonehenge going back 4,500 years. And it's got a great big diorama you actually walk through with video playing, and then you go through to the museum itself, and you can just walk around. When I say hi to Ben, you can just walk around the museum. Across the way from the museum is the shop. Now, this is not just any shop. This is an English heritage shop, which means that everything is top quality and you're not going to be overcharged. Yeah? So you can buy souvenirs. You can buy anything from a lapel badge to a jacket, anything at all from the shop. And I would like to say everything's made on the site, but it's not. But next to the shop is a restaurant, and they do the most amazing coffee and the most amazing pasties and hot pots. So you've not even got anywhere near Stonehenge yet, and you've had a museum experience, you've actually gone around the shop and you've gone into the restaurant, you've got something to eat. Because now there are two ways to actually get to the Stonehenge itself. The first way is there is a bus which will take you from the building all the way up to Stonehenge, drop you off. You can then walk around the henge, and then you can wait for a bus to take you back. The preferred way, however, and the way we always do, is to walk it. It's less than a mile from the visitor centre to Stonehenge, and you can walk on what used to be an air road, and it's totally, there's no traffic, no nothing. You can walk across the fields, you can walk through the woods. It's just a very, very pleasant walk. And eventually what happens is you're going up a hill and you can't see Stonehenge. You can't see, it's not there. And then you get to the brow of the hill and suddenly you're looking down, and Stonehenge is far, far away. And as you walk and walk, Stonehenge gets closer and closer and closer until you actually arrive at Stonehenge. Now, the bus has got there first, because buses are faster than walking. But there's always plenty of space, and basically there's a route which goes all the way around Stonehenge, and you just walk around the route. There are benches which you can sit on. On a windy day, they can be very helpful because you can duck down and sit and enjoy your lunch. And it is a marvellous place. Now, twice a year, at summer solstice, I wish I could say that, summer solstice and winter solstice, you can actually go and you can walk through the henge. The rest of the year, it's roped off and you can't go. But as I was saying earlier, basically, I do love Stonehenge. It is quite an experience. It's a mystical place. How they got this would be talking about 4,500 years ago. This is before the wheel. Well, it's before everything. Yeah. The stones behind me came from Wales and locally and from Marlborough, and they took the stones and they had to take the stones from the forest to here. And that must have been, why is the question. Nobody can answer the question why they built it, but it's there and it's for us to enjoy. And thank you for liking Stonehenge. I hope more people like it too. And if you've been to Stonehenge, say hello. If you've not been to Stonehenge, say hello. And music is life. Thank you very much for the comment. Okay. And Sean, you actually joined from my posts. You see what it is, when I go live, I actually schedule the broadcast, and I go live 3:10, I schedule it at 1 o'clock and I tag in 6 posts that I've made. And what happens is anybody seeing my posts will actually see a link, direct link to the show. So well done to TikTok. Right, the next thing we're going to talk about is this. Okay, let me just take that off for a second. Every time you do a live broadcast, you need an agenda. That's a list of what you're going to talk about. And I was speaking with Claude AI this morning, and let's just go down again. I'll say hello to Paige and Ali, hello. I was speaking with Claude AI this morning, and we came up with this list. Okay, so you're going to write an agenda. Don't do this. Okay, so I'm going to put that up there. I'm going to do that so you can still see me, right? The first problem with creating an agenda is to have too much content packed in. In other words, you've got too many agenda items. You're never going to get through them all. For a 30-minute broadcast, you need 3 or 4 topics. That's it. 3 or 4 different topics to talk about. It's pointless having 20 topics because you'll never talk about them. If you had a 30-minute broadcast with 20 topics, you'd be talking about each topic for 90 seconds. Not enough. So my guide would be to have 3 or 4 topics for a 30-minute broadcast. Ignoring the chat. Hello, Kenneth. I don't ignore the chat. It's the chat, whether it's somebody commenting or somebody arriving, do acknowledge people. This is a shared experience. This is not about just you. It's about everybody who comes to watch. Thank you. I've got 242 likes. Thank you, everybody. Wow. Lila, thank you. And Kenneth, welcome. Okay. A week opening. We spoke about this at the beginning of this live broadcast. You've got 60 seconds to hit people with it. And don't, at the end of your broadcast, remember to have a call to action. Okay, so the fix is as follows. How to stop making mistakes and get it right. Okay, cut 30% off your plan, add breathing room. And breathing room is room to tell stories. Okay, and that's basically what I do. I always schedule time to tell stories. And basically, you should sort of stop every 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes to actually recall everything. Be energetic and set a timer for the final 5 minutes. Well, I'm fortunate. I've got a timer which is provided by TikTok. So I'm not on the last 5 minutes yet. I can let you know that. And I can come back to my usual setting, which is here. And we are 3, 2, 1. I just want everything to work. Yes, okay. I'm stuck at Stonehenge. Fortunately, there are buses from Stonehenge. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide that picture and I'm going to try again. Okay, what happens is that the graphics capability breaks down. Okay, no worries. Okay, right, so basically on agendas, don't pack in too much content, don't ignore the chat, don't have a weak opening, have a strong start to your broadcast. First 60 seconds are crucial. Don't forget the call to action. Cut 30% of your plan, write it, then delete things. Schedule engagement checkpoints every 3 to 5 minutes and front load your energy and set a timer for the final 5 minutes. That's what my discussion with Claude meant this morning. Now, the thing is that if you'd asked me about the agenda, I would have said similar. Okay, so basically I have the same opinion as Claude. It's common sense. Say hi to Phil. Welcome. Phil, you're watching AI Run Thrive Chat Show, episode 41. We're broadcasting since January 3rd, not continuously. We've been talking about getting the first 60 seconds of your broadcast right. I'll come back to that now. So in the first 60 seconds of your broadcast, okay, every broadcast, every recorded video, Viewers decide whether to stay or leave almost immediately. Your opening on your broadcast should be energetic, clear and compelling. So the suggested formula is a greeting and quick intro, which is what I did. State the main topic, and I told people I'll be talking about kneeling in 30 seconds, 60 seconds. Tease an exciting moment, if there is one, and mention early arrivals by name. And Stephen, hello, and Alfik. And Leo, welcome. Welcome, thank you for joining. You've joined Stephen live from Wiltshire in England. It is Wednesday afternoon. Just to show that I'm live, it is 15:40. Okay, so we've been broadcasting now for just over half an hour. Right, now the thing is to pace your broadcast as well. Okay, the last thing you want to do is to run out of energy partway through a broadcast. Do remember that you've got to close as strongly as you finish. TikTok is different from every other platform. Yeah? With TikTok, we know that people are going to join the broadcast partway through. You're very lucky if somebody comes at the beginning of your broadcast and watches you for the next 30 minutes. Not on TikTok. What I do, what you do, is you channel hop. And basically with the scrolling system that TikTok has got in place, if it's somebody you know, you'll stop and watch. If it's somebody who is famous, you'll stop and watch. That's human nature. And if it's somebody who's doing something interesting, you'll stop and watch. So hopefully wearing an orange shirt is going to stop people for a couple of seconds. Then they recognise my Lancashire accent, and then they know that I visited Germany recently and that I'm a runner. All of that is basically just from this. Yeah. They also know I enjoy photography. And what you don't know is the lady in the blue jacket down there is my partner Angelica. And her brother is on her left and her sister-in-law is in pink on the right. Okay. Every photograph tells a story. Mandy, hello, welcome. So save energy for later in the broadcast. You want to have a situation where you've got something left at the end of the broadcast. Start off like a steam train, put some energy to it, but in TikTok especially, you've got to inject that every 5 minutes or so, because you've got to wake people up. Okay, I remember I used to be an accountant, and I was a programmer as well. I write code. I do code. I used to code for SQL Server. And we were doing a presentation. They were building a new dry docks in Malta. Now, Malta is in the Mediterranean, and it is the place where all the ships that sail the Med go in to get repaired. It's the garage of the Mediterranean. And they wanted a new computer system to actually control their outfitting of ships. And I was part of a team that were based in the Midlands, and we went out there and we were giving a presentation. And my partner, Marilyn, was presenting just after lunch. Now, just after lunch in a boardroom is a dead spot. People have just had lunch. They're not in the mood. Okay, so Marilyn is there speaking and people are listening politely, but you could tell there was no involvement. So I stood up and in my best stentorian voice, I echoed what Marilyn had been saying. That woke everybody up. You could see people start. What's going on? What's going on? So basically, you've got to be ready to actually be, what's the word I'm looking for? And okay, we've got Nathan with us. And Nathan's saying, hello, sir, how are you? I say hi to Nathan and welcome back. Nathan, thank you for asking. I got into my studio at 3:07 because I'd been out for a run. So I've just run just over 2 miles. So I'm feeling in good nick. and I was raring to go. I was ready to come live and broadcast to the world on TikTok, and I'm glad that you joined me today. How are you? I like to get to know people. Say hi to Berkty. If I don't pronounce your name correctly, then I do apologize. And Lily, welcome. And Inzan, welcome. But everybody who joins me live, I'm so grateful. It is a shared experience, and I'm here basically just to guide it. I mean, I'm telling my stories and hopefully helping you. And I've got two cards today. Oh, I want to tell you about this. Just a minute. Before we go anywhere else, let me go down here. TikTok Live is the best place to broadcast. I think we can all agree on that. And if I come further down, there we are. I'll stop moving it now. I'm developing, with help, Stephen's Broadcasting Toolkit. And that's what I'm spending my December and January doing, is developing a toolkit which will be free for everybody. Because I've got to be honest with you, I believe that you can broadcast. You can broadcast live from your phone, you can broadcast live from your desktop. If you're broadcasting live from your desktop, then do download. We're going to get this, I'm going to get this screen full. Let me move that over here. If you click that QR code there, you can download TikTok Studio, which is what I'm using today to broadcast. Gemma, hello. And Mac, hello. I'm developing Stephen's Broadcasting Toolkit. It will be available for free in December and January. All you got to do is follow me and you'll get notified when the kit is available. And I'll be doing live broadcast. Well, what I've decided to do is I'm going to interview people. I enjoy interviewing people because I only have to speak half the time, but we find out fascinating, interesting stories. Now, I'm already booked to appear on Nick Wood's show next January, so I'm going to invite Nick back, and then I'm going to put those as replays on TikTok. So a lot of exciting things happening in 2026, and now is the time to getting ready for the new year. This is the time to work out what the heck, to work out, misspoke then, sorry, just a minute. Is my studio still working? Is my studio still working? Yes, it is. Okay, and I'm just checking. I'm trying to look for, all right, okay. Now is the time to work out what you're going to do in 2026. If you are thinking of live broadcasting and in 2026 and you're thinking of live broadcasting on TikTok and you need a little bit of help, then just ask. I'll help you to go live. I want to help 100 people go live next year. So you could well be one of those. All the training is free, and I will answer all your questions about live broadcasting. I'll open up my TikTok group, and you're more than welcome to join my TikTok group for free, and I will help you to succeed in live broadcasting next year. Now, a word of warning, I can't do it. I cannot make you into a broadcaster. The only person who can turn yourself into a broadcaster is you. I can support you, I can help you, I can give you the technical ability. But you, between now and the new year, have to decide whether you want to broadcast live. Broadcasting live is the best thing out. It's the way to tell your stories. It's the way to make new friends and influence people. It is the best way to get engaged with people around the globe. Because my viewers come from England, Australia, Germany, France, Holland, Pakistan, India, from around the globe. Sweden, Norway, all around the world. You actually meet people from all around the world through live broadcasting. This technology makes it possible to do so. And 2026 is when we're going to be using more and more AI in technology. There is no way that a video avatar is going to take over as the presenter of a show. Not going to happen. I've seen behind the scenes. I've used video AI for 8 months and it's not ready. It's not camera ready. It's not people ready. And we don't like video AI. People don't like video AI because it's perfect. If you give a video AI a script, they will read it perfectly. They're not like me and making mistakes and going and ah. Its reading is perfection, and we don't like perfection. So, real human hosts, people, will always be at the helm of live broadcasting. Fingers crossed. Watch this space. It is a fascinating area to be involved in. AI and broadcasting. Watch me. Well, I'll be live next Monday for certain, next Tuesday. But I want to say a big thank you for coming to join me live today. You've been watching Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire, England. This has been episode 41B of AI Run Thrive. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye for now. And that's what I said. Finish your broadcast with some energy. And Cupcake, welcome back. Hello, Peter, hello. Everybody, hello. AMZ and Lazarus. I'm back again. Just keep an eye out. Thank you.